Nothing will make sense to your American ears, and you will doubt everything that we do. But in the end, you will understand. Sicario by Dennis Villeneuve. Hello, and happy spooky season. We wrapped up Blade Runner a few weeks ago and have 2 more weeks to go before the return of Dune, Season 4, Judge of the Change. So, in honor of the spooky season, enjoy this interstitial short run game. And we're going to carry forward the Villeneuve theme because he directed Blade Runner 2049. He's directing Dune, and coming up with this game, I'm like, well, what else has he directed? Sicario. Okay, let's do a Dune game inspired by that. Cool. Uh,
Me and Delta Green game.
what did I say? Did I not say Delta Green?
The Dune.
Yes, this is a Delta Green game inspired by Sicario. It is a mythos-inspired game of government espionage and betrayal. So content warnings are pretty strong for betrayal. Infection, loss of self-control, and fungus. So much fungus. If mushrooms and evil spores are not your thing, neither is this story. So that taken care of, agents, please introduce yourself and your agents to the audience.
Hello, I'm Ben, Big Dad. I'm playing Milo Stranahan, the criminal of the group.
Hello, I am Eric, online as Recluse, and tonight I am playing Agent Derek, who is a Secret Service agent.
Hello. My name is Leo, and I am playing Dennis Newton. A disease guy that knows Kung Fu. There we go.
You work for the CDC. You do not carry disease.
I know.
Just to be clear.
Hello, everybody. My name is Steve. My pronouns are he, him, and tonight I am playing, DEA, Tech, Trip Hirsch.
Okay. And as for me, I am your director. I like that better than handler, so I'm keeping it. So I am Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires. Welcome to my channel. You can also find me as Stolen Fires on pretty much every social media platform. Uh, Although I'm trying to avoid the Burning Bird app. I am on Blue Sky. If you want an invite, let me know. I've got so many. So, with that being said, we begin. So it is 1998. And let's see. Oh, we've got, who do I start with? Excellent. All right, so Trip.
So,
So what does a normal day at work look like for Trip E. Hirsch?
a normal day at work?
Yeah.
Okay, right, I got you. Word. So, basically, I come in, right, and they let me just play with this whole chem lab. It's awesome, right? So, what I do is I go through and I break down a lot of synthetic compounds. I work with different chemicals that create psychotropic responses inside of the human brain, right? And basically, we are just making sure that these are kept in controlled environments. And I'm just seeing, when something gets confiscated, we do a review of it, we check it out, and we make sure that it's taken care of in a proper manner. So I'm in a lab, it's sterile, it's clean. I like clean. Clean is good. Clean means that there's like no contamination, right? That's kind of what clean
Okay.
means, right? And yeah, so I get to play with chemistry sets and drugs all day.
Oh,
All right. So you walk into work one fine Monday morning, and even before you get to your desk, you're told, "Hey, Trip, your boss wants to see you."
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sure. You know what's up?
No, no. Just told to tell you to head straight to her office.
All right. Cool. All right. Yep.
Okay.
All right. I can do that. Where even is her office?
You know where your boss's office is. So, her name is Elena Wandelin.
Elena.
So,
Wanda.
yes, I will post that name. Thank you to the behind the name generator for giving me all these bug fuck off the wall names.
Okay.
So, has your character a PhD?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume. I mean, if you say no, then that's fine. But my intelligence is a 17. I assume that's
Okay.
PhD level, maybe, or do I need an 18?
No, I mean, honestly, I'm leaving it up to you to decide because,
How high is your chemistry?
How high is my chemistry?
You could be smart, but your skill points might represent a formal education more than your raw intelligence.
My chemistry is a 60, botany, biology, and 2 others that are off screen are 50s.
That sounds like PhD to me.
All right, word.
all right. So, you are, so you arrive in her office, and she's like, Dr. Hirsch, I'm going to make an executive decision right now.
Whoa. Did I do something?
Nope. There we go. That was just me changing your Zoom name.
Oh no, that was Trip.
Yes, Dr. Hirsch. You have been requested to be part of a, some sort of special forces. Task force? Something like that? The message I got regarding it was highly redacted, but they seem to be looking for someone of your skill set and expertise.
And okay, and they're gonna be bringing files into the lab and just for review and analysis.
Oh, no, this is an on-site thing for you.
Oh, on site, outside of the lab.
Yes, that would seem so. Here you are. And so she hands you, it's essentially documents that you would expect. It is go here, be here. Here is a plane ticket to Phoenix.
Just use my pen, kind of like go through some of the papers.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
essentially,
Phoenix, Arizona.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
So going through the file, you pick up that there was a joint DEA and FBI task force which raided the home of a known member of a Mexican drug cartel.
Okay.
However, when they arrived on site, they did not find any of the expected suspects. They did not find any of the drugs, but they did find essentially the house had been taken over by a weird fungus.
Oh, fungus.
So, the official designation is fungus type unknown. So, oh no, you know what? I take one thing back. They did find one person there, who has been taken into custody.
Okay.
So, the task force called in a hazmat team who took one look at the house and was like, we're not going in there. And so a call has been put out to find, or essentially, hey, we need PCs for me. We need agents who have previous experience with weird cases. And so, what is Dr. Hirsch's previous experience with weird cases?
It's 98, you said?
Yeah, 98.
Okay. The Olympics was in 94, right? In Atlanta?
The Google machines. 1996.
96.
94 was the Winter Olympics.
Oh, right.
Oh.
That's what I meant. Yes. No.
What is the timetable for this game? Is it the 90s right now?
It's
It is
1998.
1998.
All
What
right.
month?
You know, I'm tempted to be really, really mean and tell you it's August and make you
August in
bumble around
Arizona.
Phoenix in August.
So how about that Monica Lewinsky thing that just broke?
Oh God.
I have my
Okay.
research on 1998.
What day of the week is it? What's the weather like outside? No, I'm just kidding.
I already mentioned it was Monday.
You did? Oh, you did on a Monday coming into the office. God damn, Rachel. All right. So, about 2 years ago, during, during the build-up and hubbub around the Olympics coming to Atlanta, coming to the United States, a lot of international travel, like just extra amount of people coming in and out of the country. There were reports of, some weird sort of involvement of a new sort of like party designer drug that was going around as people were moving in and out of different areas, primarily in the Atlanta area. And what it ended up being was like a version this party designer drug that when you took it was making people see things that weren't there but beyond hallucinations. They were claiming that they were seeing things living next to them that were actually there, but we couldn't perceive them otherwise. And once they saw that you could perceive them, these people were having just horrific issues. So it was kind of getting into the bottom of what this drug was, where it came from, where it was its origin, what's its chemical compound, stuff like that. So yeah, just this idea that there's an actual, not a hallucinational world, but like an actual world beyond perception that lives parallel with ours.
Okay. What did you conclude from this investigation?
I concluded what I was told to conclude, and that was that these were simply people that were affected by an unknown narcotic, and that these were simply high-level hallucinations and nothing more.
Okay. Every so often, though, you're haunted by the what if it was more?
Again, this is what I was told to conclude, and that's what my
Okay.
official report says.
Okay.
Now, Hirsch may hold a different personal belief.
Okay. Excellent. We can explore that as the story unfolds.
Excellent. What this has done, though, is in the last 2 years, he has not gone into, like, a debilitating sort of, uh, germaphobe, I guess would be the term. I'm not sure what I'm looking for right now. But, he is uncertain of whether or not these reports of this thing. He believes that there's something to this, right? He was told no, that's not the case, and no matter what you find, that's not the case. But if there is something out there, and changing of biology affects your ability to be seen or interact with these things, he has a low-key terror of infection. Outside
Okay.
microbes or outside things getting in that are going to affect not only his body, but the way the world and him interact. So because of that, he has taken up exercise, and he has taken up boosting his immune system as much as possible.
Oh man, you are at the cutting edge of the wheatgrass craze.
Yes, I am sucking down wheatgrass and eating 10 oranges a day for that vitamin C boost.
How orange must your pee be? Okay.
There's this great new thing
Excellent.
that's coming out called kale. It's going to be all the rage.
Isn't that what they use to line the buffets at Pizza Hut?
No, that doesn't sound right. No, it's a soup. It's called a superfood.
We still have Pizza Hut buffets. We're living in the golden age of pizza.
Yeah,
With the cool ass lamps.
fucking A.
Well, as long as you're not in Oregon.
Did they never have Pizza Hut buffets out there?
Oh, no, so they had buffets, but then a weird cult poisoned some of them with poop.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh!
There,
Looks
there
like
are-
this furiously.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
Look up the Rajneeshis. It's wild.
Oh, I've heard of them. There was a documentary on them on Netflix. It was good.
Yeah.
It took over a whole town.
Nice.
And then poisoned a bunch of buffets. I forget why they did it, but
Because why
Yeah,
the hell not? So
okay.
Trip is excited to interact with this to a degree, but at the same time, going out of the lab and especially to, a place as windy and dusty, and covered in
Oh.
dust as,
Oh no. Having been to Phoenix, I can tell you, there is no wind.
oh, perfect.
Wind would be a mercy.
Understood. You're right. I apologize. I was imagining, any normal place on Earth.
Yeah, just Phoenix is not a normal place on Earth. But yeah, there is no wind. There is only unrelenting heat.
Perfect. Wonderful. Excellent. I'm excited, Director. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take this, file, and I want to take a look at the ticket. Am I at least flying first class?
Business class.
Around other people in a metal tube. Okay. Alright. Well, I will thank her for the opportunity, and I will represent the agency well. And I will go finish my day's work, and then I guess pack. Am I leaving today, right now, or tomorrow?
You have 6 hours to make arrangements.
Okay. I go home. I shove a duffel bag full of clothes, and put a couple of sheets of acid underneath my clothes, and because homemade, small batch boutique acid. I don't trust anything I didn't make.
Note that down on your character sheet if you have not already.
Okay. I'm assuming with a 60 chemistry and pre-game time, I have a sheet of tabs of acid.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Perfect. Thank you.
However,
Of my own concoction.
I am going to need to ask for a stealth roll, please.
That stealth roll better be the easiest roll ever, because it's pre 9/11.
I was say
plane
it's
travel.
1998. He's a federal agent.
I could
Yeah.
bring
I could
I
go to
could
his
bring a
carry-on.
bomb onto that plane, fucking wave it around, and no one.
He doesn't
would
even have to
bat an
unload his
eye.
gun.
I would have
Uh,
saying the same thing.
I will let you roll with advantage.
Okay, perfect. I don't have any fucking stealth. Jesus Christ. Is there an advantage button here that I can click?
Not
I think
that
it's
I
generally
know
you get like a
aware
plus
of.
20 bonus.
Is it plus 20 bonus in Delta Green?
I mean, I think, but like 7th Call of Cthulhu, it's just you re-roll the tens place.
Okay.
So like, just roll it and then roll a d10.
Understood. So I have to roll a 0. I have to roll. Okay, sweet. Here we go.
Well, if it's a
Oh,
tens
God.
place, you already failed because even if you roll a 1, it's still a 12.
Right.
It's 2 over your skill.
Which is why.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Which is why I have to roll a 10 to get a roll of 2.
Yeah,
Can
that counts.
Can I spend 2 whatever? Does that work? Do we do that in this game?
No, so you can't roll a 0 on a d10.
No. Yeah. Well.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, 0 would have
I've
made
got one
it
tattooed on my arm.
a 2 instead of a.
Are we?
42.
Oh God, we're not going to get into the percentile argument, are we? Oh God.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
so,
Rachel, is all zeros 100 or 0 in this?
Oh,
There's
fuck
a
me.
There's a correct answer.
I don't know if there's a correct answer. Or not.
So I don't know how Roll20 has programmed their d10s to roll.
All right.
I'm assuming this is a 12. I'm assuming what I have rolled currently is a 12. I have a 1 in the tens position and a 2 in the ones
Correct.
position.
Okay.
If I had rolled a 10, right, and the 0
would have been 0, yeah.
goes in
Okay.
the tens position, then I would have 2. That's my.
All right. So, what you will have to hope is that someone buys you a benevolence, or you can roll a persuade. Alternatively, bureaucracy.
I have that.
Okay, give me that roll.
I have a lot of that. I still fucking failed. I loved it.
Jeez Louise, brah.
Okay, so essentially what happens now is that you tried to get the paperwork for like, hey,
You
I
have
am
a benevolence.
I am a legit government agent.
I have a benevolence.
Okay.
From Cthulhu.
Aww.
Aw. So, alright, so that will count as advantage.
Yay. Worse.
Oh no. All right, so
We're off to a hot
what-
start, guys. We're
so-
gonna go great. Trip's doing fine over here.
So what happens is you try to do the paperwork to be like, I'm a legit government agent transporting drugs for a legit government purpose.
Bro,
Um,
bro, look. Hey, look. I've got...
but
Hold
you
on.
fail.
Shoot. Where's my...
But you fail to complete the paperwork properly,
I'm an agent. I'm a...
and it is confiscated.
No, I work for the DEA. That's government property. No,
Why
bro.
does it say Officer Darling?
Bro. Bro, come on.
Yeah, you get the guy who's just really upset and like hates life, likes going on the petty power trips. When the TSA forms in a couple years, when Homeland Defense forms in a couple years, they're gonna be real fucking happy. But for now, you must rely on getting access to a lab to try and make a new batch when you arrive in Arizona.
Okay. That'll be fun to do. All right, here we go. All right, hold on. DEA agent.
So, Mr. Stranahan. So you said in your I like the little elder sign. So Agent Milo Stranahan, you said in your introduction that you are a criminal.
That's right.
But why does a criminal have a BA in accounting from Johns Hopkins University?
Well, you can be educated to be a criminal. I mean, he commits one of the largest crimes you can because, as we all know, taxation is theft. And he, of course, works for the IRS.
So, you...
I got him! I got him! Yes! I've been sitting on this bit for 3 weeks.
So you're sitting at your desk at work.
Just refilled the candy dish, everybody.
And you've got a nice stack of files on your desk of auditing the deserving and undeserving alike. And your supervisor, Damianos Sithmaith.
What?
You fucking heard.
I did not. I'm gonna need
Damianos.
you to write that last name down.
Yes. Thank you behind the name.
Okay.
So, ever since that one weird thing that happened, your relationship with your superior has never been quite the same. What was the weird thing that happened?
So I got called out to do a field audit while I was as a member of the IRS criminal investigation, as a special agent in that group, to check out the Deep Root Society, who was suspected of abusing religious tax exemption status, and really got into the numbers trying to figure out why were they buying so much fertilizer, possibly a domestic terror group. Turns out the trees were eating people. That's why they needed so much fertilizer. And then a lot of stuff happened, and those child tax credits are not valid.
Okay.
I've been on desk duty ever since. But
So,
with Waco so soon near it.
so, your boss, Damiano's Sith Maeve, comes by just as you're settling in. Drops a manila envelope on your desk. Stranahan,
Yeah. What's up?
whatever you're doing, stop. This takes priority.
Okay.
You're going to Arizona, some sort of drug ring. They want you to follow the money.
Me?
I didn't make the call, someone else did.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about it?
It's all in the folder.
I'm gonna open the folder.
Okay. You see a file with roughly the same information that was given to Dr. Hirsch. Drug house raided in the desert. Hazmat rolled in and then rolled right back out again. We're not doing this. We are not doing this. And so, essentially, because it is a drug house, they expect money laundering, which is why they are bringing you in.
Makes sense. I will copy the notes down into my notebook that I keep in my Trapper Keeper.
Okay.
I've been sitting on bits for 3 weeks, and they've only gotten more and more developed.
Oh God. Okay. So same thing. You get a plane ticket, business class, out to Phoenix.
Nice. I'm gonna take a bump on the flight to get some travel, from those vouchers, and then get the next one out.
Okay.
This is 1996. They do that still. Or 1998.
All right. Is there any attempt at preparation and or drug smuggling you would like to accomplish?
I do not do drugs, as that is federally illegal.
Okay.
That was the criminal.
Oh, you missed the whole bit, didn't you?
I
He
did.
did. He did.
Again, needed to be put
The
down.
biggest crime he does is because taxation is theft. I work for the IRS.
Oh. So you're the guy that you're that annoying phone call saying, "Hey,
No, I'm the dude that shows up with the gun. I was like, we need to go through your books
Oh.
right now.
like give me the money or you're gonna die."
No, I know. I've done the math. You're spending 3 annual incomes on hookers every
Oh,
month.
Jesus.
You're coming with me.
Wanna know what? There's taxes on
mean-
those hookers, damn it.
As long as they report their income.
That's how they got Al Capone. Go fuck yourself, Elliot Ness, you piece of shit. The wiki page for the IRS CI actively talks shit on the Untouchables. Because the head of the IRS is the one that apparently actually, according to them, actually caught Capone. Hollywood put it on Ness. That's what the page says.
They did get him for tax evasion in the end. All right. So, Agent Dennis Newton.
Yes.
You show up to work in your lab at the CDC. And there are 2 men in suits. They appear to be waiting for you because they're waiting at your desk. And as soon as you approach, they're like, "Dr. Newton?"
Yes. What can I do for you today?
I'm Agent
I think I had
Casey.
any
This
meetings
is
scheduled today. Head of security here.
I'm Agent Casey. This is Agent Tushar. We need you to come with us, please.
What's it about?
It's about a developing situation in Arizona.
Oh, I'm going to assume you're not going to tell me the fine details here, are you?
Looks around at your open laboratory setup with your coworkers who have started filing in and doing their own thing. No, doctor, not here. We'll talk in the car.
Okay. I walk out. All right.
Okay.
I'll tell everybody else, be like, keep working, call out instructions. I want to see this done at the end of the day. I'm the boss, basically doing boss things.
Okay. So you are walked out to a black SUV, where you are sat in the back seat between the two agents. They hand you a file folder. It again includes most of the information that has been given. There's for you a little extra information, like some analysis of initial tests done on the house. Unfortunately, nothing is very conclusive. And
Hmm.
you can tell that you are going to need to be on the ground to be able to take better samples. Uh, and so, wow, I just blanked. Oh, yeah. You are also given uh, a voucher to buy what you need when you arrive because you are being taken straight to the airport.
Oh, okay. Can I ask these men any questions about this?
Yeah, you've got about a 30-minute ride to the airport.
Okay. So, where does it say where this is at in Phoenix?
You're given an address which is it's a suburb in development. So like some of the houses are built, some of them are built and occupied, some are waiting to be occupied, some are under construction. So it's not a very populated neighborhood right now.
Got you. Would there be any tents, I think homeless?
Not many homeless, but they have tented the actual house.
Gotcha.
So like what you do when you're bug bombing.
Got you. Okay. So I'm gonna ask him, and I'm gonna say, if you're coming to me, something really messed up is going on here. So can I know the specifics, especially if these are FBI, right?
You are not sure.
Well,
All right, you know what? Go ahead and roll me bureaucracy, please.
ooh, first roll. Cool.
Well,
Bureaucracy.
Steve already rolled to try and get drugs on the plane.
I'm a DEA agent in 1990. Man,
I got an 8. I don't know if I failed.
Yeah. You have no idea what agency these two gentlemen are from.
Okay. I'm gonna say, all right, first I want to see a badge, and then if you're coming to me, there's specifically people in suits. There's some nasty shit in this house.
There's
Mind explaining.
there is absolutely, as you say, Dr. Newton, nasty shit in that house. Neither of us are cleared to know the details. However, we have been authorized to inform you and you alone. It is suspected that this place might be ground zero for a rather virulent infection.
Ooh. Okay. Sounds good. Can I see your badges? I just want to know who's picking me up.
Absolutely, sir. So they both show you their badges. They work for the NSA, although the logo isn't one that you're used to seeing.
Hmm. Is this a I point to it and I'm like, is this a specific branch of the NSA? I've never seen this before.
They snap their badge while it's closed. Absolutely, sir. You should know that on your order, we can, in fact, sanitize the whole area.
Oh, not yet.
And the way that they say sanitize make you think what they're really talking about is firebomb.
Oh, Jesus. Um, I'm gonna say no. I don't think we need to go to that length currently. We'll see what happens, though. Let's be off, I guess.
Here's our contact information. And so you are given uh so you're given uh an old cell phone. Okay, it's not old. We would think of it as old. It's basically a flip phone. One of those old Nokia numbers. It has pre-programmed one number, which is the number that you're going to call if you decide to call in the sanitization.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Uh, Other than that, it will function as a normal cell phone. You have it. If you have other numbers, you can make and receive calls like normal. But that is the option that you have.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Um, for like the 30 minutes that I'm in the car.
Because they're not giving you even time to pack. They're just basically giving you a charge card and be like, buy what you need when you get there.
Got ya. Okay. I am gonna. Uh, I guess I would ask one more question. Basically, has the area been evacuated? Stuff like that.
Uh, we haven't evacuated it yet, Doctor. We don't know if this needs to be contained.
Okay. Well, we should definitely get like a triage center going, so that way we can mitigate who's coming in and out. Maybe some roadblocks just in case. That's
Certainly.
what I suggest. And but if that's it, let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. Excellent. So yeah, they drive you to the airport. You put on the plane to Phoenix. Okay. Oh, so the one thing I forgot to ask. Uh, you in particular were chosen for this assignment because of your previous experience with something weird. What was that?
So I actually came up with this. Like, this is awesome. So, back in the day, the very first case of HIV was found in, I believe, Congo. So, they actually brought the body back to the US, and it was a different strain back then. It was a lot more aggressive.
Okay.
So it was kind of up to him to be like, hey, kind of save the world moment, to be like, hey, we need to change this so that way it doesn't wipe out Earth, basically. So this basically super virus, he tamed the super virus to where it only contracts through sexual contact and blood transfusion, stuff like that.
Okay, so HIV really is a government conspiracy in this setting.
Yep.
Okay. And with that sort of moral compromise already clearly established, it becomes apparent why they tap you to be like, hey, if you think we need to kill a bunch of civilians, let us know.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Agent Daniel Pyle.
Yes.
So, you work as a member of the Secret Service. Your job is generally, well, either chasing down counterfeiters or protecting the president. Their mandate's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So it's Monday morning. And you haven't even gone to the office yet. You're still at home making coffee, making breakfast, doing whatever your agent's routine is in the morning when you get a call on the phone.
Part of Daniel Pyle's routine in the morning is very
Mhm.
different from most. So while the phone rings, you know, he lets it go to voicemail because he knows that at any moment he might be called by them to come in. So he has like a pager plugged into the closet,
Okay.
and it'll just like every morning he wakes up and he puts on some loud music, just blaring, and you know, cause to the consternation of his landlord, who's like pounding on the door, like, "Hey, you're waking everybody up!" And just like he does
Okay.
on most mornings, he doesn't make coffee or anything like that. He just sort of sits at his little kitchenette table with a pistol on the surface of it, thinking, "Is today going to be that day?" And amidst all
Okay.
this noise, uh, he has the control to the stereo system nearby. And as like the guy's pounding on the door, he very carefully, cautiously takes the control and turns off the music. And the landlord stops and, you know, half stomp, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought," stalks away. And then it is completely quiet. And when he turns off the music, he closes his eyes and he sets down the remote and he grabs the pistol and he readies it. And he's just sweating the entire time. At once it's absolutely clear that there's no noise, he opens his eyes slowly and scans the room for them.
Okay.
And if he doesn't see them, then today is not that day. And then he just kind of like breathes a sigh of relief and then goes to check his messages.
Okay. So you have a message from your supervisor, Marlon Zdravka. I'll post that in the Discord. Uh, so, uh, so the voice message is, call me back. Don't come into the office. I'm having something couriered to you. You're on assignment.
Okay, he takes the message, deletes it. He starts packing his bags. He knows
Okay.
what this means. His service pistol badge in the luggage. Packs some casual clothes. Once he gets finished packing, he'll get the encrypted phone or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the roof of the building and make a phone call.
Okay, who are you calling?
The person who called Marlon.
Okay.
He said,
Yeah, I
call him back.
posted the in the Discord. Uh Zdravka,
What's the situation?
unclear, something going on in Arizona. I don't know why they requested you, but they have.
How long do I have to before wheels up?
You've got a couple hours. Courier should be on their way soon with plane tickets, dossier, the usual.
Okay. I'm already packed and ready to go. Where am I going?
Phoenix.
Oh god. Any information I need to know before I read the dossier?
Might be drugs, might be something worse.
Who am I working with? New people? Old people?
New people.
Friendlies?
Presume friendlies until they prove otherwise.
Okay. I'll review the operational information on the dossiers. And maintain radio silence until I hit the ground. I'll let you know when I'm in Phoenix.
Sounds good.
Is this
Uh,
officially a vacation?
Not quite. You're still on assignment.
Okay.
And so, Agent
Thank you, sir.
Derek, what was the weird thing in your file which made them choose you for this
A couple,
mission?
yeah. So a couple of years ago, he was tasked to safeguard a Vatican City VIP, like some sort of an
Okay.
envoy from Rome. Uh, and at some point during the watch, the delegate slipped out from under his command, and he caught wind of it, and he started following. He was radioing in his team, but nobody would pick up. So he, took initiative and he followed the delegate, and that's when he saw things that he would now rather forget. He
Okay.
dreads the eerie silence that he recalls from that day, and to cope with the new reality, he bombards himself with music from the world that he used to know and thought he understood. So he can often be found with his blue blockers, and he's always chewing gum or something, and he's got some sort of music going on in his ear on his Walkman.
Okay, so you sort of pick up, or have picked up ever since that you've become the weird one in the office.
Soul Survivor,
And
yeah.
you get the assignments that nobody else wants, and also the assignments that put you way far out in the field.
Hmm.
So, okay, so what happens next? Assuming, is there anything else you would like to do to prepare?
I think once I got my stuff packed, I'll just wait for the courier to deliver the dossier, go over there, memorize everything, and burn after reading.
Okay. Sure. Courier shows up, doesn't say much as they hand off the envelope to you. Same thing that everyone else has pretty much received, a plane ticket, a dossier describing the joint effort. It went weird. There's now a weird house. Maybe related to drugs, might be something else.
Mm.
Unsure exactly what's going on. So, one survivor was captured and is now in quarantine. Uh, there is also several cadavers that were found and are also in quarantine at the local morgue. Uh, which sucks because I made a mortician for Aaron who cannot be here.
Oh,
So, uh, all right. So, that is the sum and total of it. You all fly into Phoenix. You have car rentals waiting for you. But you're not actually doing anything in the city, because you're given an address of where to go. You are put up in a motor lodge, in what is essentially a truck stop. So you were told Phoenix, but this is it's more like Phoenix is the closest metropolitan area to this. You don't even know if the city has a name. It's not a city, it's not even a town, it's not even a village. Yeah, so you are put up in a motor lodge. Your rooms are sparse and badly decorated with only threadbare quilts and linens. Other than the motor lodge, there is a gas station, a nameless diner, and an RV advertising palm reading and fortune telling.
okay.
You will have been told that other agents will be there to assist. So, all of you, meet in this nameless diner over breakfast. And so, I am handing the scene over to you.
So we all convened in the diner, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I would actually be. Are any of the people there that I can give out orders to?
You can give your order to the waitress.
Damn it.
No, like the agents. That's what I'm talking about. The agents. I'm sorry. That where I can.
There's no one really here who works specifically for you.
Okay.
So any attempt to boss people around or give them orders would rely on your personal charisma.
Gotcha. Okay. So those like the Men in Black guys just left.
They put you on the plane and fucked off.
Got ya. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
What's up, Russ?
Have I worked with any of these clowns before?
You have not, but why don't you give me a bureaucracy roll, please?
Sure. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, no.
okay.
This game is unforgiving. Damn.
It is.
I mean, you rolled a 23 earlier, which would have been great if your score hadn't been a 10.
Point.
Okay, so, Agent Derek, in that case, we will say that you tried to sweet talk your handler, your supervisor, but they don't know much at all. You were given names, but nothing about previous records or credentials or what to expect at all.
Okay, so seeing all these people, for me, I would actually like to see if I can recognize any of the departments they're in, judging by their outfits and stuff, if I could.
I'm wearing what you see right now is what you get from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Well, like Agent Derek, I could probably maybe I could figure it out.
All right. In that case, why don't you give me a int roll?
A what?
Human, it's in the middle.
Yeah, human intelligence.
Oh, Mint.
So they
Yes.
swapped out what they used to call psychology with human. It's
Yeah.
sense motive, basically.
Got ya. Ooh, success.
Okay. So, I will kick this back to the other characters. Give Dr. Newton one piece of information that he could reasonably get from you based on what you're wearing.
My guy's
So
a big
first-
nerd. You can tell from his Sonic the Hedgehog Trapper Keeper. I've had a picture of it ready this whole time, waiting to ask. 3 weeks.
Excellent.
Oh, that's awesome. Post that in the box seats.
Dude's selling this on eBay. He's asking for like $90 for it. Absolutely not.
Awesome.
Makes me regret throwing out my Lisa Frank collection.
Yo, I found an
Right.
artist on Twitter a while back that did like character art as Lisa Frank style.
But yes, all right, so Milo's a big nerd with a Sonic the Hedgehog Trapper Keeper.
He also makes eye contact with you as you're trying to read him. I have an
Okay.
80 in human. I know when I'm being read.
Okay. What about Agent Derek or Dr. Hirsch?
I think Agent Derek would have been the first one there. Like he would have been up at dawn or whatever. Like
Okay.
and he would have sat with his back to the far wall. And so that anybody who comes into the diner, he'd had situational awareness on all of them and be able to size them up as they get to the table. He'd wear sunshades like this, but
Okay.
the band cannot be found anywhere without his headphones listening to music. But otherwise he'll be dressed very casually. When it's time to go on on a mission or something like that, he'll dress, like a civilian does, and ironically wear an FBI shirt or something like that, ball cap,
Okay.
sunshades.
Trip is wearing a Seattle Mariners backwards cap. You can tell that he is like muscular, like he's well built, like he clearly works out, exercises. But when he sits down, he kind of looks at whatever silverware plating there would be. And he kind of looks at the spoon, he picks it up, and he, looks at the fork, kind of pushes it to the side, and goes into his coat or into a pocket or a little a fanny pack that he has.
Oh God.
And
Nice.
and he'll take out like a little set of like camping plastic silverware.
Okay.
So, muscular, athletic, sports fan carries his own plastic silverware.
How about that Ken Griffey Jr.?
Kid's good, but Seattle, man, they kind of bombed it this year. Defending champs can't even make the playoffs. Can't even break 500. Come on now.
Okay.
Oh.
The scene is yours.
All right. I look over at Agent Derek and I say, "Are you military?" Certainly look like it.
What about me? Looks military.
I don't
Just
know,
as a visual reference, he looks like Joel Kinnaman or somebody. You know what I mean? Like he's big buff, clean shaven. He wears like tight t-shirts and stuff like that.
Part of me
Yeah,
looks
he's whatever.
military.
Well, judging by the fact that you got here first, very cordial, and that's usually something that's instilled at us in the military, coming from somebody. So
How long have you been doing this?
quite a bit, quite a long.
So then you shouldn't be getting into personal details, especially if we've never worked with one another before.
Yeah, another reason you could be military because you're a professional.
Aren't we all? Is there something that I wasn't told in the details leading up to arriving here?
Ugh, beats me. I was just told I have to get on a plane to go to the Devil's Armpit, from what I was told.
I'm Agent Derek. That's all you need to know. I know how to do my job. This isn't my first rodeo, and I'm not here for amateur hour.
He laughs.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Name.
Dennis Newton. Dr. Dennis Newton.
I mean, you're. He just kind of like. That's your real name. We're on an op. We don't use real names here. What's your code name? What cell are you in?
Oh. Okay. First and foremost, would I've gone on one of these ops before? Is this the first time I've done anything like this?
I know it's my dude's first. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay,
other
so-
than that time you spent in a secure facility doctoring a virus.
Yeah, good point. Other than that, but like not actually going out places. Okay. And I'm gonna say,
Yeah, so this is all very weird protocol that's new to you.
got it. Okay. Wait,
I'm gonna
I
chime
just
in.
look at him like code names.
So what are you talking about?
Yeah. I think you're going a little too overboard with code names. What do you think my code name should be? I like
Well,
Cobra.
like dragon.
Oh, that's a good one. What about
I'm not
Eggman?
calling you Dragon.
I want to be.
Take a
I want to be
name.
wizard.
That'd be Knuckles.
If you go with Dragon and Wizard, they're gonna think you're KKK.
Oh shit! Fuck! Yeah, no, it's not. Fuck.
Four white guys get together in a diner and call each other Dragon and Wizard. Oh, shit.
Fucking nerds.
God damn it.
Wow.
That's why nerds can't have nice things.
I got it. No, guys, I got it. Shadow. And he kind of mocks Agent Derek.
Shadow's
Yeah.
game, says the guy with the Sonic the Hedgehog traffic user.
And see, they paired me with the utmost top tier professionals they could spare. How much do you know about this case?
How about you tell me? You
I
obviously know
will
more than I do.
after we're done here.
Oh, he doesn't know. I'll open up my notebook, the traffic unit, pull out my notebook, and just go through the facts that I copied down.
I can dictate verbatim what was in the dossier before I flew
Yeah, but
down
I
here.
already just told you, so that you saying it now doesn't mean anything.
I'm trying to find out how stupid you are by asking you details on this operation in a public space.
Public space. Is there
You're
anyone
doing well so
actually
far.
here?
Flying colors. Finish your eggs as soon as we get out of here.
Excuse me, these aren't eggs. These are flapjacks.
Whatever.
And on top of that, why are we doing this in a public place? Like, come on, man. Like, I
We're
thought-
just meeting for breakfast, and afterwards we're going to go over operational details.
Okay.
I don't mean to like make this weirder than it already is. But I did order an egg white omelet, and this looks like
Ew, here?
Ugh.
this looks
You
like
ordered an egg white omelet at a truck stop?
yeah, and this does not look.
So
Cardiovascularly
Agent Derek finished his
friendly.
breakfast an hour ago. So he's just gonna take the money and throw it on the table and get up and walk out. When you're done playing with yourselves, join me outside and we'll go over the details.
Yeah,
All
I look
right.
over them like, geez, what's his problem?
So before
Probably doesn't have a good code name.
It's probably like something like Dragon,
Oh, he wishes it was Dragon.
baby.
before you walk out, let's see. There's no real listen skill.
Alertness.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alertness rolls all around, please.
Alertness.
Critical!
Nice.
Failure.
Oh,
That includes
Jesus.
me or just whoever's in the diner?
Everyone who's in the diner. This includes Agent Derek,
Oh,
because you will have heard this. You could go ahead and roll with advantage because you made it a point to show up early so you could essentially people watch. Oh, Jesus!
I rolled a 2 out of 70,
Just,
so I
just
think I
a
succeeded.
regular success.
So I have a question. Am I supposed to roll this too?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Not to me. Alertness, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay. I succeed.
All right. So, Dr. Hirsch, you are distracted from noticing anything because every time the line cook coughs, it throws you off your groove. And so, the rest of you, what you learn, or sort of pick up, is yeah, the line cook is coughing a lot. And
Oh shit!
you pick up from interactions, especially Derek. The line cook's name is Chester. His wife, who runs the register and takes orders, is Margie. And so Margie fusses over him as he coughs on the grill. And he keeps talking about taking a trip to Santa Fe? Or Los Alamos? No, Santa Fe. And so, with the critical success, what you would get with a critical success is you overhear, maybe on your way to the washroom or something, Margie say, "You just haven't been the same since you made that trip into the hills."
I hear the coughing, correct?
You all hear the coughing.
So
But germaphobe Dr. Hirsch is just too distracted to draw any information from that.
I'm gonna just.
So
The
knowing
rest
the
of you.
information I have in my brain here, since that what I was told that this is could be a disease thing, I tell everybody, do not eat anything that you get from that cook. You do honestly, we do need to leave this place. What I want everybody to do is we're going to ask the waitress, we're going to get some bleach, and we are going to sterilize this. No one
What
will leave.
what is this?
Sterilize the table we're at currently.
It's a little extreme, don't you think?
All right.
Well,
I mean,
What?
I know we're not somewhere nice like a Denny's, but like,
yes, well, to be honest with you, I do know some details of what's going on. And it does have something to do with sickness.
well, mold.
So, I'm going to need a persuade check from Dennis. Essentially to ask for the bleach in a way that does not offend her or imply that she keeps a shitty, dirty restaurant.
Good point. And Dennis has no social awareness. So, okay. Failure. I'm going to get slapped.
She's not going to slap you, but she is going to very curtly suggest that if the diner is not up to your standards, that you go buy some Cheetos and hot dogs from the gas station truck stop.
It's not so much that. And I definitely would recommend washing your hands. I'm not saying you don't, but I definitely recommend washing your hands a little bit more today. Okay? And monitor your health.
So she looks to the other three agents like, "Come get your boy."
Does Agent Derek see this exchange?
I assume you weren't trying to be subtle about it.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you totally do.
Dennis Newton does not have any social awareness.
Oh boy. Hey, grandfathered wizard, let's go. Get your Cheetos.
All
waiting
right,
in the
Cobra
car.
Dragon. We're coming.
Director
Mm-hmm.
mentioned the hills. Do I know where that is, or do I have to ask them? So I can see if I can figure out the house that we were told about in the case file. Would that have been an area that could have been called the hills?
Right.
If not, I can totally ask Margie about it.
Okay. Yeah, so there's no real geography skill, but
There's
yeah,
navigate. I have a
looking...
10 in it. I'm trying not to use it.
Go ahead and give me a navigate roll.
Fuck. I got close.
You got close. All right, so the information I will give you is that looking at the map that you've been given, it's essentially an annotated road map. If you remember what the Thomas Guide was like when those were around, it's essentially the same thing. And so it looks like there are hills surrounding where the house is, but they are not built into the hills.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Margie, apologize to my friend here, take the money that Derek had put on the table and use it to pay with a little bit extra for a tip, and ask for directions on how to get to that house. Like,
Oh,
Colin
yeah,
told me it's
the-
in like the hills or something.
No, that's not in the hills. That's down in the valley. The one with the big termite tent on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta go down the highway, maybe like 10 miles.
All right. Thank you.
You I like. You're a good kid.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you.
So I guess yeah, I would definitely go to Agent Derek when he
Okay. And so, uh, you will walk out of the diner to see another agent waiting for you. But that is something we will deal with after the break. So we're going to take a real quick 10-minute break. And when we get back, you will have another agent to play with.
Hey.
Hello, and we return. So, after Dennis mortally offends Margie, the diner waitress, and Milo does his best to make up for that, you all walk outside to see a rather severe person. Or I don't know if severe is the correct word. I will let Ever describe their character themselves. But someone who clearly has authority face and has been waiting for you. So, Ever, tell us about your character.
So, Joe Tamsin, Joe without the E at the end, it's just J-O. They are dressed in kind of ragged clothes, not very professional looking, sunglasses, the whole camo gator, fingerless gloves. They ride up on a motorcycle. And they essentially look like they could be part of a biker gang instead of a CIA agent. But they are indeed a CIA agent here to assist. And yes, definitely wearing my skeleton earrings that are very obviously amazing.
So we have established that this is a Tuesday in August in 1998 in the Arizona desert.
Ew.
Indeed. So, with that one last piece of information out of the way, again, my delicious players, the scene is yours.
Are we all outside now, or is Milo and Dr. Tripp still in the?
You have all stepped outside the diner, unless you have a really compelling reason to remain behind to see Joe.
Joel Kinnaman in a ball cap, sunshades, and tight-fitting shirt stops in his tracks, sizes Joe up and down. Are you here for us, or are we here for you?
Probably a bit of both.
Came at the best time possible. We're just finishing up. He gives like a dagger stare to Newton, like, "Come on, Grandmaster Dungeons and Dragons, let's go."
All right, Cobra Dragon. Also, Joe, what's your code name?
Yeah, what kind of dragon are you? You like an ice dragon?
I think fire dragons are way.
Milo definitely plays D&D.
Pointing at Derek. Wizard dragon there says we all need to be some kind of dragon.
I don't think so. No. Are you playing a game? Is this a game to you?
Listen, I'm just doing what he's telling me to do.
Agent Derek just shakes his head and it's like, "These clowns are with me. I'm Agent Derek. I
Dragon.
read the dossier.
Use your code
before we
name,
got
your
here."
Agent Dragon.
Yeah, that's your code name.
He just ignores them and he's like, "Let's get in the truck."
You
Got a
literally
hotel
told
down
me
the
we
street.
had to have code names, Agent Derek. Oh, sorry, Joe.
This is not school. You can talk without raising your hand.
Big circus tent, they said.
Hold up. Okay. First,
One thing at a time.
First and foremost, I'd like to know why everybody is here. Starting
That's
with,
what we're getting to. Yes.
Oh, well,
I'm
I'm
from the
here to
city. Obviously, you know what that means. So, these black jeez, suited guys came to me, as you do are. Usually that means trouble's a brewing. If they came to me, that means some serious shit is going on. Some sort of maybe ground zero of some sort.
Which is why we shouldn't be discussing these things in public, Mr. Newton.
I'm saying we shouldn't just go over there and start touching things.
That's really
Protocol
bad
for all of
idea.
this, Agent Derek, and I don't think you're really following it.
Dr. Hirsch, is your hand up in character?
He looks over at Hirsch. It's like, please put your fucking hand down and just say what you're gonna say. Please stop. Please stop talking. Please stop talking.
I was told it was some sort of cartel thing.
Get in the truck.
Yes, but until then, we should play it safe.
Get in the truck.
I don't understand this either. He really high some kind of.
Agent Derek,
I just don't want us to get sick. I don't want. And how about you?
Get in the truck. He gently puts his hands on his shoulders and just presses all the right areas to just be like, you're gonna listen to me now.
And he's like,
Get in
ow,
the
ow,
truck.
ow. It's like mom pulling an ear. Ow, ow,
Yeah,
ow.
seriously, like this is, Secret Service, like, he could stare you down or he can do it the other way.
so Agent Derek, clearly you're the one in charge of this.
Not by
Circus.
choice, I assure you. He opens up the truck, he blares the radio, and he just he turns down the volume on his Walkman, and he's like, "They sent you in from Washington."
Yeah. Apparently you were in desperate need of some serious help.
Well, you came at the right time. We need to discuss details regarding the dossier, persons of interest, evidence, and so on before we move to the scene, as our overeager friendlies appear to be wanting to do. Once we get those details straightened out, then we can head down there and we can do what we need to do.
Sounds good.
I wish you were friendly.
You brought your own ride. I can probably corral this clown car in my truck. I'll meet you at the motel down the way.
All right. So, quick question: CDC, evil scientist, and HR.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I'm with the Treasury Department.
Oh,
Don't give them your real name.
Agent Derek, you know that's a lie.
I am with the Treasury Department. Look it up.
The one with the glasses.
He's certainly not part of the Treasury Department the way you're a part of the Treasury Department.
Yeah.
Why is it so loud in here?
Enjoy the music.
How can you think like this?
Should try it sometime. Thinking, that is. Gets in, shuts the door. Starts
I'm
looking
I'll
the way
follow
to
you.
the
No, right.
hotel.
Okay. Is he a doctor?
Yes, actually.
So he's Dr. Dragon. I got Weird Dragon and Shouty Dragon.
I guess so.
if it's all the same to you, I'll just stick with Phantom.
You're gonna get the Dirt Dragon. Or Mud Dragon. You're on a dirt bike.
This is not a dirt bike.
Okay, I don't know cars, okay? I don't know motorcycles.
It's a
They're
Harley
dangerous.
Davidson.
He'll
right.
whip into the parking lot of the motel and be like, "Get out!" Both.
Both.
Inside, turns off the car, turns on the Walkman, leads them in.
Okay. Can we talk about it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you. All right, first things first, we need to get some supplies. We need to go in with hazmat suits or makeshift hazmat suits first.
Agreed.
All right.
I mean, we can go to like Home Depot or a hardware store and get like painter stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you all have expertise in that area.
Respirators. We
Chemicals,
need it all.
masks, and so on.
No, I've never taken a
If that's
class
what we're
on that.
dealing with, take whatever precautions, any PPE we're all going to need if we're going to be on site. Myself and who points to Joe, like.
So,
catch
first
your
of
name.
all, Agent Derek, what I'm going to need you to do is I want you to quarantine the area. So I need you to set up a
I don't
perimeter.
quarantine anything.
Gets in,
I'm
no one
not.
gets
I'm not
out.
with the
All right,
CDC.
there's already a big tent, like a big termite tent they put over top of it. Consider that done.
You're all been brought here because you have a specific expertise. Mine is not having to deal with hazmats or quarantining or anything of the sort. Just think of me as operational security. I didn't catch
That's
your name.
what I kind of thought
Points
you
to
would do.
Joe.
Is if we had unruly people that don't want to leave, or you know,
Correct.
knock them out, tell them they're not leaving. You know.
Yeah, sure. Knock them out.
All right.
So
Right
we
now,
have,
as for Dr. Tripp, yes, it could be just a regular fungal thing. It could be nothing. But
Mhm.
right now, if we got brought into this, I came thousands of miles, and specifically me. So
Okay.
it's obviously something that's not just spungle. For
whatever petty cash, cabbage rolls they gave you before you rolled into here, that's what you're going to need to use to purchase whatever equipment you're going to need for this op.
Exactly.
I don't know what your specific expertise is. He looks over to Joe. Mind sharing with the class?
Oh, you know, typical CIA bureaucracy. Pretty good
Company.
at driving in a pinch.
CIA. On American soil?
Let's keep this quiet, Mr. Stranahan.
Out of character, that is what you said, right, Rachel? CIA. Okay. Oh,
Officially, yes. Unofficially, oh, I work in the agriculture department. Yes.
I work for the FBI, and my last name is
Milo, make me a bureaucracy roll, please.
You bet. Success.
Oh, that's why you're here.
Mhm.
What? Oh.
So, CIA is not allowed to operate on U.S. soil unless in partnership with other agencies.
No, I
So
know
maybe
that.
that's why they sent the IRS agent along.
Yeah. So,
The IRS.
I told you it was inspired by Sicario.
yeah. Working as a joint task force here officially. Unofficially, we're here to find out what happened at that site and take whatever steps are necessary to contain or destroy it. That's usually how this goes. So, acquire whatever means, we'll employ whatever methods we have to complete the case. I'm going to be working with Joe here, if that's the name you gave us.
Joe or Tamsin's my last name, but
We tend not to use our real
Are you
names.
really CIA?
You're Mud Dragon.
Yeah!
Mud
Hold on,
Dragon.
let me quickly
That's what
Google
the
that
fuck.
name, make sure it's not a horrible term.
Oh god. Mud flat. Oh god. All right.
also good with weapons in a pinch and reading people.
I believe it.
Yeah, we're good. We can call him Mud Dragon.
Speaking of weapons, we're gonna need to make sure that we acquire unofficial firearms while we're here, and not official weapons that were given to us. So
Listen,
So we
wouldn't
need
whoever
black
be able
market
to
bullshit.
arrange this whole thing, be able to shut down any investigation linked to us?
this is just a fallback position. This is just in the event that we have to utilize other means. And he looks at Milo specifically when he says that.
What the f-
I trust you can acquire these things for us.
Yeah, I think I can
You
manage.
mean Milo
Oh,
or
no.
Joe?
No, he
Oh.
looked at Milo.
Listen, I got a
My bad,
manila,
sorry.
I got a
But
manila envelope. with a
either
plane
one of you
ticket in
would
it.
suffice.
That's
though,
and
I
some
would
information.
imagine.
That's all I got here. I don't have a budget.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
Wait.
You don't have to worry about weapons, Mr. Hirsch. Your capacity here is clearly not that. If you're having to deal with hazardous materials, you don't require any weaponry. But
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to have any just in case.
Yeah,
we don't
but,
know what
like,
we're dealing with yet.
You don't shoot spores, fungus.
We have been tasked to recon a place that was recently occupied by people who work for the cartels.
Okay.
Okay,
But you're
you follow me
talking
so
about,
far?
No. I get you. I understand what you're saying. You're talking about unofficial. I don't understand what's going on in regard to this idea. Like, you are a government agent, I assume.
Right.
Correct. You are
Correct.
licensed to carry your weapon and discharge it. Right.
But you are not.
Correct.
And
You're
this
here
may
to
or
make
may
sure-
not be an official investigation into what happened in that house. Some of the stuff that you may find there may not show up in official reports later.
Okay, I get that. I get that reports have, this is not my first field exercise. However, this is weird the way y'all are acting.
Oh, Doc, is
Well,
this
what
your
am I
first
doing
time
that's
working
weird?
with the government?
No, again, I'm.
We don't know what the source of this issue is, if it's foreign or domestic. We don't know if it was brought in by the cartels, developed by the cartels. We don't know any details yet. We only have the preliminary information, which is why we need to do some on-site investigating. In order to do that, we're going to need the PPE that I before mentioned to you that needs to be acquired by the professionals, that being yourself and Mr. Newton.
Bro, perfect. I'm on board.
Don't call me
with you.
bro.
I'm on board with you, all the way. When did a secret arsenal become part of it? I'll get us some hazmat suits and some respirators.
We don't know what we're dealing with yet. So we need to go in with that in mind. We need to be prepared. Mr. Stranahan, Joe, can I trust one or the both of you to acquire the necessary weaponry in case we come across have to cross that bridge?
I'll follow the pencil pusher's lead.
So I have a
Okay.
question, Milo. What brought you here?
As I said, a plane ticket. In
No,
a manila envelope
I've told you I'm from the
delivered to my
CDC.
desk.
Where are you from?
I am from the Austin office.
Oh, boy. Okay. What government corporation are you hired by?
Well, I pull out my badge. I am a member of the IRS Criminal Investigation Special Federal Agent.
That's where it's confusing me. Why the hell is the IRS so interested in an outbreak?
I was told it's a cartel thing. Cartels have money that they try to launder. It's
So you
my
think the
job to
cartel
go
has
through
something
the
to do with
books.
this?
That's what I was told.
Okay.
I was told
Yeah.
nothing about needing a code name or the CIA.
Okay. Oh crap!
Or-
What's your code name again?
Private personal arsenals. We don't have
Yeah.
code names. I'm a scientist. I'm from the DEA.
Look,
I
Doc.
look at drugs and spores.
Okay, you being here makes more sense than the CIA being here.
I
As we
Doc,
said,
I'll-
it's a joint task force.
exactly. I get why we're all here. I just don't get why.
I don't get why the CDC guy is here.
Because again, it's said it's most likely a fungal outbreak of some sort, probably due to some sort of problem with a synthetic build off of some sort of spore or fungus. Funguses are known to be infectious, so we need something from the CDC to make sure that there's no outbreak.
Couldn't have said it better.
You can
Doc,
try-
if you
can
have a problem handling a gun, I'll get you a slingshot.
I'm good. I can handle a gun. I'm actually pretty good at it. I got you, Dr. Tripp. I got your back. Don't you worry.
Not only that, the
ass-
IRS agents here probably, because if you put the and IRS together, it spells theirs.
Hmm.
What?
And Agent Derek is probably or I'm sorry, Muddragon is probably late on his taxes too.
No, Mud Dragon is.
Holy shit, it does.
Ever is Mud Dragon.
All right. So, are you having this discussion in a hotel room?
I thought we were in the
Yeah.
truck at
It's
this
in the
point.
truck or car or wherever that we're
As
in.
privately as possible. I'll have the music playing or something,
Okay.
nearby, so.
So in that case, what happens is there's older woman comes out of the RV, and so to reset the scene, this is a truck stop in the middle of nowhere. There is a motor lodge. There is a gas station. Yes, Mr.
Are there
Spencer?
lot lizards?
One or two, sure.
I'm gonna clip that and send it to Dave.
Shit.
And so there is also an RV advertising palm reading and fortune telling. That is the RV that the elderly woman has just come out. Says, "Yo can't stick Jesus."
That's coming from a mystic that looks at the stars.
Are you paying your income tax?
Leave him alone.
What's your
Taxation is
What's your name? I'm gonna like start writing stuff down.
Ooh,
Please try not to draw attention to ourselves.
I live on disability, but I can do a tarot reading for a donation to my non-profit organization.
What? Can you tell me your nonprofit code number?
The care and upkeep of Sabrina.
Yeah, I don't think that's real. You gonna write this down?
So, first order of business, we get the things that we need. Then we can start running down some of these leads that we have. We can check Dr. Newton, Dr. Hershey can check the bodies in the morgue. We
How
can
about we check the
interrogate
site
the
first, make sure it's
survivor in quarantine, and then we can lastly, perhaps we can survey the house. I don't want to
Well,
go
we survey
anywhere
the house first to make sure nothing.
not without the proper equipment.
We can get that.
There's
I
somebody.
think
I'll
that should be
remind
our
you that there's
utmost.
somebody in quarantine, Dr.
y'all are
Newton.
arguing over the same thing.
Thank you for your perceptive information
Are
there.
we though? He wants to. We want us to.
Yes.
You,
Or-
you literally, like, he wants to go get the equipment so that we can get started,
Oh,
and
okay.
you
Now,
want to go get the equipment so we can get started.
oh, okay. You're right, Agent Derek. My bad.
All right, so
Can you
What
believe
is-
this guy modified the AIDS virus?
what is your next order of business?
Christ
He did
almighty,
what
I don't
now?
wanna do this. Jesus.
Sorry, Rachel. This is the first time
This
Joe's
one
hearing
shot's
about
gonna be a
this.
two-parter. We're looking at a five-parter.
Fuck, dude.
We haven't even gotten to her notes.
All right, I'll shut up now.
I mean, we've accomplished scene 1 out of 5.
I was gonna say, I feel like we've accomplished the prologue. We've accomplished breakfast.
I mean, technically,
Almost we didn't.
the prologue was your superiors being like, "Hey, go do the thing."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what is the group's next order of business?
If nobody minds, just we're all collectively going out and getting the materials we need to perform our jobs as we are divvied up to do. So everyone is
Okay.
getting their, localized, tools of the trade, and assuming
Yeah,
enough
so
for everybody
anything-
except the weaponry.
Anything that you can buy on the open market, you can essentially requisition no problem. So if you want guns, you can have guns. Grenades, that will be a little more difficult. You might have to roll for that. But things like hazmat, uh, not a problem. You have a lab in Phoenix, and a morgue in Phoenix that you can use as you need. So essentially, all of those basic things are taken care of and provided for you. If you want anything fancier, like if you want to, I don't know, whip up some more LSD in your lab, you'd have to make a roll for that.
Sure, that makes sense. Well, then in that case, if it's okay with everybody, I'll take a drive back into Phoenix, and hit up the CD, or hit up the office so that we can get actual, legit PPE, and use their facilities for just a minute. I'd also like to stop at a store and buy a pack of sheets.
Absolutely. They have targets even in Arizona.
Perfect. Excellent. I just buy a set of cheap, clean packaged sheets.
Wait,
I'm-
did Target exist back then?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
1998, yes, it did.
So I'm gonna say agreed with
Go
you.
ahead and give
Kmart.
me a chemistry roll, please, Dr. Hirsch.
Thank you.
In 1982, there were 33 stores in Arizona.
Sheets are fine. They're great.
Oh Jesus, I would not buy those sheets.
I acquire some ill-gotten weapons that cannot be traced back to us. I'll make sure to wear, throwaway gloves. Keep a box nearby.
Okay.
Wherever we go. Yeah, stuff like that. Plenty of ammo between myself and the other agents that need to or want to holster a pistol or what have you.
Yes, friend Steve.
I have an out of character question. That chemistry
Okay.
roll, when you said the sheets, did you mean the bed sheets, or
Mhm.
did you mean the possible LSD sheets I wanted to make back in the Phoenix office?
The bed sheets that you
Perfect.
got from Target
Excellent. Okay.
or
thank you.
Walmart or whatever
Wherever.
the fuck store they have.
That may or may not a hobo might have wiped his butt with.
It happens. Gotta wipe your butt.
Nope. I'll tell you after the game.
Okay. Excellent. Am I able to take a little bit of time to synthesize up some hallucinogenics before I leave Phoenix?
Go ahead and give me a chemistry roll, please.
Started dropping shit. right
Nope.
now. Oh no.
Oh geez, another fumble.
I haven't. Wow. Okay.
Be lucky it's not a lab explosion.
Yeah.
Fucking yikes.
Another hobo wiped his butt with your LSD.
All right, this is just not my lab, man. I don't know where shit is. I don't like all their shit sucks. All right.
This shit's like 10 years old. What the
All
fuck?
right. Fucking
All right,
Phoenix.
you know-
Fucking
no.
Phoenix.
No, okay, so this is a fumble. This is a fumble. So it's not just a failure, it's a fumble.
So I have a question.
Doubles
Oh.
is critical, if good or bad.
Low
You
willpower.
have
Why? I guess I have a question. Why is this like? Why is it a fumble?
because
Because
it's
you roll
doubles.
doubles.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Fuck me. Okay.
It's
thank you.
easier to remember than 1/5.
Yep. It's been a while since I've played Delta Green. Thank you.
All right, so you actually have perfect sheet of LSD.
Sweet. Double good sheets. One perfect set of bed sheets. One perfect
Oh, this D sheet.
set of LSD sheets. Awesome. I'm excited. I am ready for all the
Okay.
good stuff that's about to happen.
It'll be great.
So, Dr. Newton, um, I'm going to assume Dr. Hirsch is actually the one getting like all the PPE stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'd like,
Yeah, you get a hazmat suits and respirators. All of that is fine. If you want like a moon suit, that's gonna be a little more difficult to come by, but other than that, hazmat perfectly reasonable provided for you.
Yeah, I had said I would take care of that, Leo. So you can focus on something else.
I would actually like to go with you, and I would like us to go look at those cadavers while we're up in Phoenix.
Ooh, I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to go look at cadavers with you, but I'm gonna review the local markets here in regard to the drug trades, right? What product gets moved in, what product gets moved out. This is all me just stalling for the fact that I'm spending this segment of the game time making my own drugs. So,
All right,
I don't want to
so
double up on like doing stuff. So,
yeah, well, so while you synthesize your LSD, Dr. Newton, if you want to take a trip to the morgue, and have the friendly mortician, guide you through an autopsy.
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. Do you have any science skills?
Let me see.
working for the CDC, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
If he modified HIV, he better. Goddamn.
Yeah, Jesus.
Or maybe he doesn't, and that's why it's still really
Oh,
fucking
he
bad.
did it with the power
Yeah.
of belief, like Naruto.
Wow.
So I fumbled
Damn.
my way into that.
Guys, we have to
Jesus.
stop. We have to stop fumbling.
You made napalm? What? Oh,
Oh, that's
shit.
real easy. The Snapchat
Yeah, I don't got
text AI
forensic.
taught me.
I got like 10% of first aid. I feel like my character was definitely supposed to hit people.
What's your medicine?
Mm.
My medicine. Oh, 0. Jesus Christ.
All
Okay.
right, I will take pity on you.
Okay.
And roll the forensics. The character that I created for Aaron, which is a success.
Thank you.
So you swing by the Phoenix Mortician's office and like, hey, I want to look at the weird bodies you have. And the quirky, interestingly dressed mortician is more than happy to guide you through the autopsy. And so, a couple things jump out at you and her, which she will point out. The big one is there are what look like fungal growths. So they start in the lungs and they spread a little bit towards the heart, but they spread more towards the spinal cord and travel up the brainstem. And this is a really unique type of infection that you have never seen before. And even when Dr. Hirsch name-checked Valley Fever, this isn't how Valley Fever manifests. This is an entirely new thing.
So I would ask her how far up the spinal cord is to the brain, correct?
So it's difficult to tell. And so she'll bring up the analogy of, so when you open an old jar of jam and you see that there's mold floating on the top, people used to say, oh, you can just scrape it off and it'll be fine. But the thing is once you see actual visible mold colonies at the top of the jam, that means that the rest is just permeated with spores. So how far up the brainstem? Can't really tell without a lot more significant testing. And she'll do the testing. She's happy to do it, but it will require like, very careful preparation and analyzing slides of the spinal cord tissue, the brain tissue, just to look for spores and try and figure out how far they've made it up.
Okay. So I do have another question. Does this look like it is spreading rapidly? Is it like a slow growth or like a fast growth? Is this something that we have to do something like right this second?
Without knowing the initial date of infection, it is impossible to tell.
What are the symptoms of said thing? Can we figure that out? Like any, I guess physically right now, coughing is.
Well, you do have that one guy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like coughing is maybe one, but I'm talking like, did they get boils on their hands? Did they get a really weird rash? Did mushrooms come sprouting out of their head?
That's the guy in quarantine. We'll figure that out from.
Yeah, basically. It appears as though all the signs of infection are internal. So it's not quite Last of Us where you get like tendrils growing out of your mouth.
And that was my next question. Do you think this is a virus that could potentially...
Clearly not a virus, clearly fungal.
Oh, do you think this is a fungal issue that that could potentially maybe take over the brain? Like a host to a parasite? Like a host to an animal?
Unclear. It is possible, but not confirmed.
Okay.
All right, so switching to Agent Derek and Joe Tansen. What are you up to?
About 5'5". Sorry.
I would imagine we'd be working on trying to make sure that we get sufficient weapons that can't be traced back to us. So no using our officially sanctioned firearms if we have to go breaking into some cartel guy's house and shoot him in the face or something like that, or if we end up having to shoot in the back of the head, early retirement style, our other friendlies because maybe they contract whatever put the guy in quarantine, for example, and we have to start burying bodies. So if we have to go that route, we want to make sure we purchase the necessary firearms so that we don't track them back to track the authorities to us.
Oh.
Yop.
Sure. So, trying to figure out. Okay, give me a human int roll, to be able to sort of find and locate the more independent gun dealers.
49 out of 60.
Okay.
You want one from me as well, or
One
Meh.
success is enough.
okay?
So yeah, you absolutely find the weird, shady people who can provide you with, some sawed-off shotguns and some AK-47s of mysterious provenance. Why is there Russian writing on the stock?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely have enough weapons that will not be traced to you, should the need come to use them.
Excellent.
As kind of a joke, I would like to pick up the doctor just not a slingshot like I had joked, but like a little crossbow.
That'll be another human roll.
Gasp! How dare!
Why Why are you getting me a crossbow?
58 out of 60.
All right. So you're struggling and you're struggling. And so you go to sporting goods stores and they don't really have what you need. And you finally find the SCA people who can provide you with a lovely oak crossbow.
Oh man, I can go down to Rural King and pick one up for $12. And it's got a trigger instead of like having to, I don't know.
Oh yeah, but this is Arizona, not Florida, and it's
Fair enough.
1998.
That's fair.
Yeah, in Florida, they just throw ranged weapons at you. Just like, here, take your fucking guns and crossbows.
No place like Florida.
Mm.
Here's
I mean, I
your
have
chicken
a
tender
toy
sub and your
crossbow
Glock.
that
Have a
I
good
used
day.
for LARP. But yeah, that's the other thing. It's CSCA, so you'll need to find somewhere else to get the bolts.
Darn it. My joke has become difficult. I've got it. I'm not going to get bolts. You'll see.
Okay. Mr. Stranahan, is there anything that you would like to take care of in what's essentially an investigation and or prep phase?
Has anyone gone to talk to the lone survivor in the hospital?
No.
I would like to do that.
Are you going alone?
Has anyone left?
Nope.
And does anyone want to come?
I mean,
I'm going to assume I'm at the coroner office, right?
I would
Absolutely.
imagine the medical professionals will be needing to check out the suspect.
Yeah, so you can just sort of like kick it for a couple hours?
Yeah, I don't want the doctors there to tell me that it's super dangerous and we shouldn't stress out the patient.
If I'm there, I would go. But
No. Not unless Milo decides to wait.
I was not
I
waiting in
would've-
the...
I would have tried to secure before we all go splitting off like Blue Angels. I think Agent Derek would have tried to establish some sort of a protocol. Like, hey, here's a. Did they have throwaway phones back in 1998? I don't think they did, right?
I don't think we have the budget for that.
Right. So we would have
Yeah.
to have some kind of a pager system or something like that. Like, hey, when it's time to recon back to the motel or whatever, I'll beep you with this and whatever, Just so that way we have a quick way of transmitting information back and forth. We can essentially text.
Absolutely.
If only we had like
Uh,
police radios.
I mean, you probably also, like one or two of you, have a laptop with AOL on it.
Yeah.
I have a.
Cryptid lines.
I mean, and it's 1998, so you can absolutely find one of those weird
I have a Game Gear.
AOL
I have
floppies
I
or
have a 60
CDs.
in computer science, so I've been on the internet.
Oh yeah, you absolutely like have like a couple BBS handles, multiple AOL disks.
I'm on AIM.
You're on AIM. You're on Trillion.
But you still need a sort. Like, where would you? Like, our motel probably doesn't have internet connection. Like,
True.
you can't really go to a Starbucks and get on their Wi-Fi in '98.
All right, so with a computer of 60 in 1998, you probably have the equipment that you would need to hijack a phone line to connect to the internet.
Dope.
Or we go to our local libraries and
That is true. Support your local library system.
well, there's probably only like a county library out here. I don't know.
Probably. Regardless,
All right.
I was just throwing that out there as a thing. If we need the internet, I'm sure we can figure it out some way, somehow, to get into a chat room. Just No.
Usenet. I miss Usenet.
do some
MIRC.
LexisNexis.
Balrogs have wings. All right. So, Yeah, probably Dr. Hirsch. It's 1998, so Dr. Hirsch probably was like, hang on, need to make a pit stop. Balrogs do absolutely not have wings, and here's my
Well, Dr.
5,000
Hirsch
word
is
essay
wrong.
on why. God, I was there for that. Anyway, Mr.
One,
Stranahan.
I want to be very clear. Dr. Hirsch is not a nerd, okay? Dr. Hirsch.
You have a 60 in computer science. Let me just tell you, that makes you a nerd.
No, it does not. It makes me on the cutting edge of modern technology. Have you heard of sabermetrics? It's going to be huge in a few years.
You mean
You,
now?
sir, are a nerd.
Cutting edge technology. I'm not a nerd. I'm an athlete that just happens to be the smartest person in the room.
A mental athlete, if you don't mind.
All right, so, Mr. Stranahan, what are you up to?
Gonna go to that hospital since no one's available.
Okay,
I'm not
go-
waiting in either
I'm
that
getting
motel.
guns. This is important.
or
I may
the
have
hot
to bury your
Arizona
ass
sun.
later, okay?
all right, so, you go to the hospital. You go alone. And you can tell, just by looking, that all of the quarantine and containment protocols that they're using are essentially jury-rigged. That something is going on with this patient that scares them. And so they're essentially doing the hospital equivalent of duct taping garbage bags over the windows.
Oh, early COVID. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I've made a mistake, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
So, you flash your credentials and you're taken to the room where,
Do I get a
Javi-
mask before? Like, I assume I'm looking at like a bunch of like sheeting and stuff. I'm like, can I have a mask, or do I need to wear
Yes.
a mask, or?
Yes, the hospital has appropriate PPE, for you to wear. And
Maybe
so,
wear those little like booty things over my shoes.
well, so it's not quite like that because you won't actually be in the room with him. Because they've rigged up some AV stuff to be able to speak, essentially with walkie-talkies. So
Walkie talkies. Why did we think of that?
I don't know. This is your game. I'm just following.
We're so far ahead. We've forgotten our past.
So, Javier Reyes is kept in a hermetically sealed cell where even his food is delivered via airlock. And yes, you are able to communicate with him. They insist you wear PPE. And so, go ahead and give me an alertness roll, please.
Ah! This is by one.
Wow.
Well, you do have the benevolence.
I'm saving that.
You're saving that. Okay. All right. So in that case, you don't see anything off about the air in his hospital cell. And so you don't see anything physically wrong with him. But he is sort of like pacing, obviously agitated.
I would say I knock on the door, but I do the AV equivalent of that and say, "Hey, Bubble Boy," and I just hold up my badge.
Yeah, so you tap on the window basically to get his attention and like walkie-talkie. It's like, who are you?
I am here to help you.
Good. Good. I can't be here. I need help.
I get
Oh.
it. They're gonna come for you, right? Well, listen. You answer some of my questions.
No, no one's coming for me. I have to go to them.
Okay. Answer some questions for me. I can see about helping you get to them.
Yes, yes, good, good. Can I have a pencil? Can I have a notebook?
I will look. I assume there's a nurse or something nearby.
The nurse is like, he keeps asking, but we're worried he'll hurt himself.
I mean, your doctor. What's the worst he can do?
Stab himself in the throat with a sharp pencil?
And you guys can't fix that?
It's against medical ethics, sir.
I'm gonna take out one of my pencils and a piece of paper again from my trapper keeper and put it through said airlock.
Okay, good. Good.
Let's start with some contacts of yours.
And he starts
what were you doing
scribbling
in that
as he
house?
talks. What? House?
The house, yeah.
House. Yes. Yes, house. Courier. I was a courier. Reno to
Nope.
Vegas. Vegas to Reno.
What brought you out to Arizona?
A shortcut.
Uh,
I need to get back.
How in God's name is there a shortcut between Reno and Las Vegas that involves coming out to Phoenix?
Phoenix? No, I can't be in Phoenix. I need to go back.
Well, you're in Phoenix, and you can't leave till you answer my questions.
No,
To my satisfaction. Can I try to do a persuade check to get him to calm down?
You can try, yes.
Convince him that working with me will help get him some extra privileges or something,
Go ahead.
some leniency. Cool. I'm gonna use that benevolence now.
All right, go ahead. So reroll your tens die.
Oh,
Okay. So you talk in your best calming, soothing tones, and it seems to work because he looks up at you and says, with apparent perfect lucidity, "Have you ever seen stardust shining off the dim light of Pluto as Charon glows over the horizon?"
that from a book or a movie?
It's beautiful. I miss it. I want to go back. I have to go back. You're going to take me there, aren't you?
To where?
North, east, northeast. And you see as he scribbles, some
Listen,
of
I
it-
got some. I'm gonna talk. I got some over him. I got some friends in the U.S. Marshals. I'm certain we can get you in the Northeast if you cooperate and testify.
Yes, cooperate. I will cooperate. And
Wonderful.
so you see, as he's scribbling it, so some of it looks like rough maps, especially when he talks about where he wants to go. The other is clearly complicated mathematical formula. But it's not anything that you're used to.
How complicated we talking here?
Super complicated. Do you have chemistry?
I do not have chemistry, but I do have a high score in accounting.
Go ahead and roll accounting. Okay.
I told you, I have a high score in accounting.
A very high score in accounting. So yeah, you can tell that there's a lot of essentially assumptions, variables that you are not used to. But it looks like an attempt to balance each side of the equation is the best that you can get. You will probably need a chemist to explain more.
I'm gonna ask the nursery, right? Can I get that paper back from him without catching whatever it is that he has? What does he have, by the way?
We don't know.
So it could be safe.
If you want to take that risk, sir, but So she leans into her own walkie-talkie, like, honey, the man's gonna help you. Just put the papers in the tray, okay? Yes. Here. I need to go here. This is where you promised to take me. And he will, essentially, the same airlock that delivers his food, he will give you the papers back.
You guys have like a plastic bag or something I can put this in?
Yeah, I'll get you a biohazard container.
Thank you. Yeah, how about some names of people though, like your contacts here, or your people in Reno or something?
Names? No, who needs names?
But I do.
No, names don't matter. We are all one. And that is why I have to go back.
And this is some cult shit, huh? God damn it.
Knew we should have brought
No.
the ATF. They know how to handle cults.
This is Deep Root Society all over again.
Apparently, you got a cult fucking mushrooms.
A colony, we could call them.
There you go.
No.
I'm gonna call them the Spore Colony from now on, until I get other. Oh god damn it! I just figured out what they are. Yeah, I just gotta talk to some people about this, make arrangements for a trip. But you think about what I was saying about who you're working for, naming names, make the whole process go a lot faster and easier for you.
Us. We work for us.
Okay, Javier, was it?
Who is Javier? Yes.
Is that not
Yes,
his name?
Javier is this one. This person. Person? Why am I a person? What does it mean to be a person?
That's kind of out of my purview as an accountant.
But numbers, you know the numbers. You can make the numbers. Make them add up.
Yep,
And starts pointing to the papers in your hands.
I gotta put some work in on these. I'll be back. With that, I'm gonna leave, and I think I need to talk to the DEA agent about any chemists he might know.
Okay. So in that case, we'll fast forward until you are reunited at the shitty little truck stop.
With everyone?
Unless someone is specifically avoiding it, I would assume.
You'll see Agent Derek and Joe out back, like big duffel bags of death, just being loaded or unloaded from the back of the truck. Like, nothing to see here.
I'm bringing in stacks of folded, pressed, and vacuum sealed hazmat suits, into the room, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 respirators, gloves, boots, things like that, tape, all the stuff that you would need. I'm just kind of going over like, all right, here's your hazmat suits, here's, X amount, however many, because they're disposable.
Excellent.
Try not to burn through them. So what you're going to want to do, right? So you're going to want to go and you're going to unseal it here. You're going to put like thus, hand through sleeve. Hand through the sleeve like thus.
Mm-hmm.
Step in,
Wow.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Zip up.
Dr. Hirsch, you
Yes.
start coughing. You have a compulsion to start traveling in a particular direction. It's not an overwhelming compulsion, but it's more like, I should really go over there soon.
Oh, just like in that movie
roll an alertness.
Contagion, as you're putting the suit on.
Could I roll an
Wow.
alertness to notice that cough?
You notice the cough.
Hey, Doc. I got you a little something while we were out on our shopping montage. Pulls out the little crossbow and hands it off to the doc. I hear if you kind of like splice it with some Nerf darts and maybe, combine the Nerf darts with some syringes. You can have crossbow bolts much easier than a slingshot and much less intimidating than a gun.
Dr. Hirsch, I have a question for you. I heard that cough. Have you made any contact with anything? Where did you go?
To the office to get the hazmat suits and the respirators and to research the general flow of narcotics through the area.
And like you just see Dr. Newton Freds and he's like, okay, so it's a lot worse than I thought.
Listen,
That
don't get worked
means-
up. The guy at the hospital didn't have a cough.
that see the way so the way some of these colds, how sickness works is at the start it could be a cough and then it goes to something else. That's how colds, that's how viruses, that's how bacteria, fungals, that's how it always works. It starts as something and then becomes something worse.
Oh, the cook's got a cough and he's fine, right? Look over.
This is kind of a pointless discussion, Dr. Hirsch, when you could be driving to the northeast.
What we-
I'll
Right
remind
now-
everyone here that we all arrived in Phoenix by air, most of us, and flying is one of the easiest ways to contract common cold. Can we please get on with it?
Right
It's
now
over
what
at
we
the
need to do is we need to
Stranahan.
quarantine Dr. Hirsch here and the cook that was in the thing.
With
And we know for sure.
with all due respect, Mr. Newton, no. You're not.
I'm gonna have to back up Bro Master Flex over here. I believe he's in the correct.
It's dusty. I've been flying. I'm just
Correct.
a little under the weather. I didn't get my run in today, so I'm just feeling a little down. Matter of fact, I got your stuff. It's a little later in the day. Unless y'all need me for anything right now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my
ooh.
room. Oh, yes.
Do you know anything about chemistry?
I have a PhD in it.
Can you tell me what this math means? Don't open that, by the way. I just slide across a biohazard bag.
Ah! Gee, what the?
No, the bag itself is cool. Just don't open it.
No, I understand how biohazard bags work. What the hell is
Good. Get
this?
started.
I got it from the hospital.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and give me a chemistry roll.
I did some of the math. I couldn't really figure out the derivatives or integrals here. I assume it was a chemistry.
Slow down.
specific.
Slow down. What did you find at the hospital?
I was talking to the guy, Javier.
And
Got it. He seemed really out of it. Said he was taking a shortcut between Reno and Las Vegas and ended up here. But really wanted to go northeast. And he kept referring to himself as this one.
Did you get symptoms?
They don't know what's going on with him. I asked the medical staff, and they couldn't tell me anything going on with him. Just he's quarantined. So maybe a doctor should go. Someone with more medical training than myself should go. I was
So,
hoping to get
here, was he
information
cartel?
on the operation. He said he's just a courier for the cartel, but wouldn't give me any details.
what was he carrying?
No, actually, no. Everybody.
He wouldn't tell me.
Excuse me. The doctor is speaking now. Everyone, shut the fuck up.
No, I'm the doctor too.
Oh, I'm sorry. A doctor of infectious diseases. Congratulations.
Yeah, which
At
is
this
what we're
point-
dealing
at-
with right now.
Hold on,
At
he did
this
math
point,
for
Derek-
me. Shut the fuck up.
Derek will just look at Milo and Joe and be like, "You two with me," and then
Oh,
we'll just like
I need
go
to
into
hear
the
about the
other
math.
room while they argue.
No, I'm here to hear about the math.
Let's get
like,
one thing
it-
perfectly straight.
in-
Honestly,
Shut the fuck
all
up.
those
Shut the
supplies are
fuck up,
compromised
Dennis.
currently because of your cough. We don't know how far this goes. I'm trying to be safe. I want to save. I don't want to die.
Can I pick up the
Right.
crossbow and just shoot into the ceiling?
Yes.
Yes, you may.
I have
But,
questions about why there's a
so-
crossbow.
I don't know.
Joe
So-
did not obtain bolts, so it's essentially you're shooting the SCA pillow tipped bolts.
Perfect.
So it's like bang,
Good.
poof, drop.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of that
Everyone.
Key and Peele sketch.
Shut the fuck up. This is like the first time you've heard him be this way. Like he's normally a pretty jovial, like kind of bro out guy. You know. You said you got this from a cartel agent. Or a courier. Cartel
Yeah, the
courier.
one in the hospital.
That is impossible.
How?
This is nothing to do with narcotics.
What's it about? Maybe the man has a hobby.
I don't know too many people at all. And no offense, let alone a courier for a cartel that's working on probably highly classified, high level nuclear chemistry.
What?
Yeah,
Nuclear chemistry.
yeah. So
They're trying to
Agent
weaponize it.
You say
Dr.
classified.
Everyone shut the fuck up. So, yes, we don't know if they're weaponizing it. Don't jump to conclusions. I thought you were a doctor.
I am a doctor.
Okay,
It's a
So,
possibility.
this is-
Hypothetical.
great. Hypothesize all you want. Don't make declarative statements when you don't know. Okay? So,
Yeah, what's a statement
all
that
we
needs
know
to be
right
said?
now, all we know right now, you said that they're weaponizing it. We don't know that. They could be using it for any sort
I
of
said
thing.
Are you talking about like enriching uranium?
I-
Nuclear chemistry?
It would take me hours to go through this to find out exactly what it is we're talking about, but this has to do with nuclear reactions.
If this has something to do with nuclear reaction, do you think this is some sort of radiation?
That is the first smart thing you've said. It's very possible that this could have something to do with creating a radiation burst.
And no one hears from the Department of Energy, right?
Certainly
No.
not.
But
So if again, I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page with that. Y'all can go back to arguing with each other about who has the biggest guns or who's going to secure the perimeter or who's a doctor and who's not. It's me. I'm gonna go work on this. I will see you guys tomorrow morning.
just don't open it.
I'm gonna
will
go
not.
to the hospital, and I'm gonna question that guy.
Wait, whoa, where are you going? We need to know where any of you are going at all times. We operate as a unit, okay? So, previously, we worked out that some people were going to the hospital, some people were securing equipment, and so on. If you're going to go somewhere, you need to tell us so we all know where you're at.
All right. So, I would like an alertness roll from everyone, please.
Hmm.
The fortune teller.
I got an 18. Is that good? Yes.
It's just a regular
Yeah.
success.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Ah, another fumble.
And that's like one of my highest stats that I have.
So,
Bullshit.
Joe,
Wow.
you notice in the hazmat bag that had the equations, there's also some rough hand-drawn maps.
Hey, the numbers, there's some other stuff there, like a map.
Yeah, he wanted to go northeast or something. I just assume it's like Maine, a map of Maine or something, where he wanted to go.
Nice
The
weather.
marshals can handle that.
Nope, it is a map to the direct northeast. And so Agent Derek, you have access to enough classified information to identify where this person, this patient, this suspect wanted to go. He wanted to go to the Nevada nuclear test site.
Get the fuck out of here. He's like, let me see those numbers again, and like he'll pull up his encrypted laptop and look pull up whatever MapQuest. I don't know if they operate off of coordinates. He's like, fuck. This guy wanted to go to the testing site in Nevada.
Okay. This morning when the cook was talking to the waitress, one of them said something about wanting to go to Los Alamos.
Who said that?
One of the people in the diner this morning, the cook or the waitress.
I look out the window. Is the diner open still?
I didn't think anything about it because
So, the diner is not open, but you can see Dr. Hirsch's car pulling onto the highway, heading northeast.
Where the
that
fuck
rat
is he going?
fuck. God
Get
damn
Hirsch
it,
on the
Steve.
line. Where the hell is he going?
Let's chase him.
Fuck.
Are you any good at driving?
Yes,
This
get in the
seems
truck.
like a you guys problem. I'm gonna go.
Out of character, are you better at shooting or driving?
Yes.
I'm tied with both, so I'll drive.
Oh shit.
All right, and so that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Oh.
As-
no.
The agents chase each other
He's not really our amigo.
into some weird fungal infection that seems to have its epicenter at the Nevada nuclear test site.
Oh boy.
Oh
yay.
boy. All right. So thank you everybody for playing. I had to truncate this a little bit because I didn't get enough time as I would like to have run this. But that's fine. Everybody has their own thing going on. But we will see you all next week for chapter 2 of this adventure, and then the week after that for Dune. Thank you to all my players. Thank you to the wonderful audience members. I still have that one malevolence banked. It will show up at some point next week when they meet the terrible people in charge or behind what's happening. So, if we just want to do one quick round of who you are and when we can next see your faces on the internets. In the normal Blade Runner order, please.
Hey everybody, I have been Joe Tamsin for you this evening, and I've enjoyed it. And you can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling and on Etsy at Thornkind, and at a movie theater near you. Just kidding. Maybe, no, yes, no. Wait, what's next week? No, I will be at a wedding. I will be at a friend's wedding.
So the CIA agent will mysteriously vanish as they are wont to do.
Yeah, like on the motorcycle. Peace, I'm out.
I mean, I might pilot your character, I might pilot Steve's character, but that's fine. His free will is rapidly eroding.
Yay.
Poor Dr. Hirsch.
Hello, Ben, Big Dad, rocking a sweater vest tonight. Playing your terrible, horrible local IRS agent, possibly the scariest man in the group. You can catch me here, doing this.
Hey, Eric here, playing Agent Derek this evening. I'll be back here for more Delta Green awesomeness.
Hello. My name is Leo. You can find him here at Leo of the Black here and on YouTube. And today I played Dennis Norton, Dr. Dennis Norton, to you all.
Oh, hi. I'm Steve, pronouncer he, him, and tonight I played the Dr. Trip E. Hirsch. His mind is gone, and not in a way that he would have liked.
Oh no, you still have your mind. They need that.
They need the brains.
Gonna put you in one of those cool trash cans.
You just might not have as much free will as you had yesterday.
Boo. But I do have acid.
You do.
Maybe you become like the Titans in Dune, where they just put it in a jar.
Nice. I think
Kind
that
of
would be cool.
machine.
Ooh, I'm gonna introduce LSD to whatever the fuck.
What was
it is
that
we're
about
dealing
Dune?
with.
Well, we will find out
Foreshadow.
what happens next week. I have been your game runner. My name is Rachel. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Stolen Fires, mostly Blue Sky. His Twitter is a hell pit. It's a hell pit. So I'm on Blue Sky. Come back next week for the second chapter of this story as you figure out what the fuck is at the nuclear test site. Where are the spores doing? So thank you again to all my players. Thank you to my wonderful audiences. I've got that malevolence banked, and we will see you all next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.